guy you're kissing now.
I have certain habits in the dark, sorry. Good, so let's touch on the part that is the most important aspect of what we do. And this is part of my sexualization model. The word sexualization doesn't exist. It's interesting that it doesn't. And it's an indication that we still live in a day and age where if we go sex, love, romance, pussy, cock, vagina, it's still not something you can just get away with as a topic of conversation. So, we first need to be at a place of more solidity as men. When was our first exposure to sex, usually? Sexual education in school, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, remember that? So, as far as I'm concerned, and I grew up in Europe, maybe it was a little bit different here, what I remember was this. A bunch of little boys looking at something on the screen going, penis, titties, and girls going like that. Ah. But what the little boys didn't see back then is that girls were still looking through. So, we grow up as men, and we are at a place where, because of older programming, we want it real bad, but we don't assume it. There's no solidity. It creates automatically an imbalance. We talk a lot about the condition of the economy. We talk a lot about the condition of the ozone layer. But a big concern we should have also is the imbalance in the world between the masculine and the feminine. And a lot of the conditions we encounter afterwards, last-minute resistance, what else? What else do you struggle with? A person being a bit closed down and so on, are really the result of us not being at the right place. When you're at the right place, which is a place of choice and freedom, then those things will come together into place. The one thing that I notice is out of place that we need to immediately correct, guys, is this. Some of the questions reflect that you have the frame backwards. Any concern, what if she does this, what if she replies that, is a sign that you're overly geared towards pleasing her. We don't go out there to get girls to like us. It's needy. It's an insult to them. Because we're telling them, and it's an imbalance. We're basically telling them, please like me, because I'm not sure if you don't like me, if I'm gonna like myself. Pause for a second. Think about it. Anytime you're dependent on a girl's response, you're putting your own approval and self-esteem in the hands of another person. It's not a smart thing to do. And then, it's not really also a very masculine thing to do. So we need to reverse this. The problem is always, we're concerned that they may not like it. So, what if you suggest hanging out and she refuses to be in touch with you, she doesn't want to give her number? What if you suggest sitting down somewhere and she refuses? What if you just go, you're too adorable, and you want to kiss her and she refuses? What if you say you are in bed and you start to escalate and she's not following along? What's the number one mistake all men will make in that moment that you need to correct? When? Today, right here, right now, before you correct that, you're going to struggle with a lot of other things. So, what is it? Whose fault do we assume it is? Usually. Ours. Does it ever occur to us that maybe she's a little bit socially retarded? Maybe she's sexually stuck up? Maybe she just doesn't have good taste. Maybe she's got her own inner game issue. Because we made one generalization, we thought beauty equaled perfection. In fact, beauty is just beauty. It just is. A beautiful woman could be super smart or not. She could have wonderful taste or not, it's not dependent on her beauty. So are you guys ready to take that steering wheel in front of you? Come on, take it and turn it around. So from now on, you will honor women with the fact that you no longer are so needy that you depend on them for approval. And maybe you'll take a step back and you'll ask yourself, what